The Urban League of San Diego County is on the front line of education and youth development, empowering workforce, housing, and financial development. We provide community health and wellness opportunities and civil rights and civic engagement. Welcome to the Urban League Today with hosts Abdallah and Herman Collins.
Hello, Urban Leaguers. I want to invite you to a first-of-the-kind virtual experience that was inspired by our parent organization, the National Urban League, and our Urban Masterclass Network series, and news and resources that are focused to reclaim the path to a social, economic, self-sustaining, educated, and the health wellness of the community. My name is Herman Collins. I'm a co-host today, and I'm here with Abdallah, who is the Chief Operating Officer of the San Diego County Urban League. Since 1953, the Urban League of San Diego County has been and continues to be a community-based direct service, not-for-profit, and affiliate of the National Urban League that focuses on empowering underserved communities throughout our country and throughout this city and county. The Urban League works to achieve social and economic equality through advocacy, bridge building programs, services, and research. The affiliate maintains a strong focus on policy practice and protests regarding youth education, family support services through employment services, housing, elderly health outreach, and women's reentry opportunities. This show will include a combination of live and pre-taped interaction episodes with surprising guest appearances from experts, community leaders, legislators, corporate partners, and celebrities as we focus on what is well in the moment. At the end of the show, we'll provide you with video links to past episodes and tangible resource tools to guide you through a new path. When we return, we hope that you'll continue to enjoy us and deal with our topic of today, the Housing Assistance Stabilization Program.
Welcome, Molly and Nancy of the San Diego Housing Commission. Thank you for spending some time with us today at the Urban League today to discuss the Housing Stability Assistance Program. I'm here with colleague Herman Collins, who will be moderating today. We want to have a nice conversation today, and we really want you to talk to the community about the Housing Stability Assistance Program, the nuances of navigating the portal, the funds that are available, and the importance of spending out these funds that are so vital to our community.
Al, it was really interesting when you told me about this program. I had read about it in the newspaper. I saw it on TV, saw what the city council action was to put funds into place. But as I understand it, the city of San Diego and its residents who are experiencing financial hardship because of COVID and the epidemic may qualify for help from the city of San Diego through the San Diego Housing Commission's Housing Stability Assistance Program. The program is meant to help qualifying households pay past due, unpaid utilities, and internet expenses, as well part of their upcoming rent. So this will actually help people catch up and stay ahead and stay afloat. The funds for these programs are not a loan, thus I understand don't have to be repaid.
That's correct.
You know, I've always learned that free 99 probably is a good bet to get involved in. The Urban League of San Diego is one of several community outreach programs. How many are there?
I believe there are 10 community-based organizations that are involved in this program. We all have equal access to all the individuals that are applying for assistance. We have walk-ins that come to the Urban League. People call in. Our HUD-certified housing counselors are there to help these individuals navigate the San Diego Housing Commission portal, setting up their own portal, and we're there to not just provide them with information to navigate the portal. We're there to provide them with our whole plethora of services that we offer at the Urban League. Assistance with their maybe late rent, unpaid utilities is just one thing. So when you come in, we're going to help you with that, but we're also going to offer you our other services. But today the focus is on, what individuals that have unpaid rent, late rent, unpaid utilities, and it's been extremely busy at the Urban League because people are out there, they're hurting, they need help.
That's good to know, Al, because at the end of our interview with our guests, we're going to talk a little bit more about the other programs at the Urban League that you oversee as Chief Operating Officer. And I mean, that's a substantial role for what's going on at the Urban League and its overall rebuilding. We want to welcome some special guests today. We have Molly Chase, who is the Senior Policy Director at the San Diego Housing Commission. And we also have Nancy Say, who is the Program Manager of the Homeless Housing Initiatives Division at the San Diego Housing Commission. Our guests are here to discuss the efforts to get funds in the hands of those people in need. Tell us a little bit, Nancy, about your roles with the Housing Commission.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nancy. Thank you again for having me here today. My role with the Housing Commission, I am part of the Homeless Housing Innovations Division. I currently work on helping to implement the city's Community Action Plan on Homelessness, and I'm also part of the development and implementation of the city's Housing Stability Assistance Program.
And Molly.
Thanks so much, and thanks for having us today. My name is Molly Chase. I'm the Senior Director of Policy at the Housing Commission. I have been at the Commission about 5 months after almost 9 years at the City of San Diego. So I'm really invested in making sure that our communities understand about the outreach program, and I think this is a really helpful tool, so I appreciate you having us on today.
Okay, I'm going to start with you, Molly. I've read several news articles about the Housing Commission experiencing problems in actually getting cash in the hands of folks, and as well people completing their applications. Can you tell us a little bit about those challenges that you're having and how we can help as a community to get that done?
Of course, thank you. So we have done a lot of community outreach. We have about over 11,000 applications that have been submitted, but the biggest feedback that we're hearing is that there are still too many households that either don't know the assistance is out there or they don't understand that they're eligible, as well as really the intent of the assistance, which I think is so important to highlight today and that you referenced earlier. We have money to help clear your rental and utility debt that's related to the pandemic. So the goal is to make a tenant whole, to make the landlord whole, and to allow them to have no debt moving forward related to either their rent or their utility payments, as well as their internet. And with, depending on funding availability, we can also help with future payment of rent. So it's a great resource for the community and a really important resource for anyone that has been struggling since the pandemic started last year.
Nancy, how would a tenant apply?
A tenant can apply directly on our website, covidassistance.sdhc.org. They can create an account using their email address and go right ahead and submit an application online.
Are there any other ways to apply other than that? If I'm facing challenges with paying rent, my internet may or may not be on, my electricity may or may not be on. Are there other means by which they can apply?
There are other means, and that's one of the ways that we are partnering with Urban League is we have partnerships with 10 community-based organizations that can help tenants submit an application online. So a tenant can call or walk into any of the partner organizations to submit an application. We also have a hotline service with 211, and so tenants can also call that hotline number and an agent can help them fill out an application over the phone as well.
You have these outreach organizations that are working. How are they reaching applicants themselves? Are they doing it through their existing client base, those that are walking in? I guess my simple question would be, is that is anybody sitting at the county clerk's office looking at eviction notices?
So there's a number of ways that applicants can hear about the community-based organizations and the services that they're offering through our partnership, as well as ways each community-based organization is really leveraging their current influence in the community and reaching out to households that they're already serving, which is why it's so important to have a partnership like we do with the Urban League and the other CBOs, because we understand they're the trusted messenger in the community. That's where you're going when you're in crisis and you need help navigating many of the kind of bureaucratic systems that are out there right now. And so if you go to our website, we have each community-based organization listed with a phone number to call, again, to your point, so that you don't have to go online. Obviously, we also have a significant number of flyers out in the community that we're putting in locations where folks are just going every day so that that resource is available. And then each community-based organization is doing a variety of different outreach opportunities. We're grateful now with the lessening restrictions due to the new COVID tiers, we can get out door to door more and meet folks where they're at. So we'll be at a food bank in City Heights on this Friday evening after work, helping with tablets. Anyone that comes and can apply there on site. So we're trying many different avenues to get to households that are in need of the assistance.
Nancy, can a landlord apply as a diversion to eviction? Do they know about the program?
Landlords do know about the program, and they can also apply on behalf of their tenants as well. It has to be for a current tenant, so landlords can't apply for a tenant who's already moved out of the unit, but a landlord can submit an application for any existing tenants who may have arrears.
Okay. Al, what is the Urban League doing? What's their method towards reaching these folks?
We are advertising this program because it's so important to the community through all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, on our website. Through our constant contact list, which is 10,000 plus individuals in that particular list. And with that, we get a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, and we get a large number of walk-ins. I mean, today, a person just walked in and said, hey, you know what, my internet is down. I'm past due on my SDG&E bill. I need help. And I don't have an appointment. Can someone help me? Of course. So, we meet people where they are at the Urban League. If you need assistance with navigating the internet, our counselors are there to assist with that. If you need us to help you make phone calls, we will assist you with that. So again, we meet our clients where they're at to provide the services to them, and obviously, there's no cost to any of the services that we provide at the Urban League.
Al, Nancy, or Molly, anyone that wants to jump in, are these funds taxable? Are they considered income?
So these funds are not considered income, and it's actually listed on the IRS website as a frequently asked question as well.
Okay, great. That's great to know, because having enough problems trying to balance all this COVID relief out and what I have to apply for and what I shouldn't apply for. I'll ask you, Nancy, does one's immigration status apply in any way?
It does not affect eligibility at all, and it's actually not even a question on our application.
Okay, all right.
And I will add in, there's a variety of ways to determine or prove the identification on the application, again, with the intent to be as low barrier as possible, regardless to immigration status as well as other issues, if you've lost your driver's license due to the pandemic, et cetera.
I can understand that really being a barrier, because regardless of what government agencies may be saying, those that are facing immigration challenges don't want to put their name anywhere, and so I know that's really a strong barrier. You were having some issues when I read in the paper in outreach in council districts 4 and 8. Really, what were those barriers attributed to? We've
heard different feedback, and I think your previous two questions actually hit on the two major pieces of information. One was concern that the assistance was income and then would therefore make you ineligible for other assistance programs. Two, immigration status, again, just not an awareness that the program existed or barriers to try to get your documents together. More generally, we have heard a lot of feedback, and we've been advocating in Sacramento to make changes to the program because the state guidelines tried to make it so it was you could only get 80% of your rent in back payment and 25% in forward payment. Now the governor has announced 100% payment of back payment of rent, and so hopefully it will make it easier to understand, as I started with, that the intent is to clear your debt. And that there's money out there to make sure that you're no longer in debt to your landlord.
Okay, so the program does cover all past due rents. I had read something on the website that you were looking to try and get the tenant to cover at least 20% of the cost. Is that's no longer applying, or the governor stepped in to solve that?
The governor is stepping in to solve that. It's part of the state budget process, but we, as soon as that becomes official at the state, will ensure that anyone who's applied to the program previously or is currently applying or receiving assistance will get the 100% back payment of rent.
Fantastic, fantastic. How much of the program has been expended in actual payment of rents thus far?
So we've obligated, I believe the most recent numbers, Nancy, jump in, is around $42 million of the $83 million that we are administering. So that means there's $41 million still on the table for assistance for San Diego households.
And you have until when to spend this money?
Nancy, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, so there's a few different obligation or expenditure deadlines because we received some money directly from the federal government and some money as a pass through from the state. So our first obligation deadline is coming up in June, but that's just an obligation deadline. And then most of our other actual expenditure deadlines are in 2022.
Okay, so the program will actually run past June, and people will still be able to make applications. And I just want to clarify that, because when I look at the website, I'm looking, it says that rents are covered through June of 2021. And, it kind of looks almost like a fait accompli that if you've only expended 50% of the funds up till now, you're not going to expend the rest of the funds within the next 30 days.
Yeah, so again, we're under the state guidelines. We're working to change those. So when the state legislature passed the bill,
okay,
the months were future months, now they're back months. So we're working on all those kind of technical and the weed changes. But I think it's important generally just to know that the assistance is out there. We can provide the back payment of rent. We will say, while applications continue to come in, the goal is to get them in as quickly as possible so that we understand the scope of the need and we're meeting that need as quickly as possible. What we don't want to have happen with the upcoming eviction moratorium is a lag of applications and then, unfortunately, an eviction moving forward. I think we're lucky at the local level that the city of San Diego and the county of San Diego have passed their own eviction moratorium, so renters are currently protected. But we want to make sure while those protections are in place, we get them the assistance that will cover their debt and help them pay their rent moving forward.
Okay. Al, are you guys prepared to continue, or?
Absolutely, Herman. This is what we do. Housing is one of our core pillars, and we serve low to moderate income individuals, and this has greatly impacted our community. And to know that the funds are not going to have to be returned, there's an additional $41 million available. We can certainly, share that information, with our viewership, with our clients. And, I want to go back to the trusted messenger piece. I think that's really important.
Yes, it is.
Most individuals that have any sort of immigration status issues, they are very distrustful of the government. And I don't care if it's the local government, state, federal, they just simply don't want to deal with the government. So they have to be able to go into a place where they know that, they're safe, that they can come in and share, their personal information, that it's not going to be shared with anyone that's going to have, immigration coming to their door. And also, we're able to provide services, in multiple languages, Spanish, Tagalog. So, our goal is to make sure that, we get the information out to the community, tell them, come to the Urban League, you're going to get taken care of, but it's important that we must spend this money. People are hurting, and this is an opportunity for them to get caught up. And, as you stated earlier, this does not have to be paid, but it's not a loan. So many people think, well, that can't be. You're telling me I'm going to get something for nothing? Yes. You're going to get funds to pay your rent and to pay your utilities. It's not a scam. It's for real, and we're here to help people do that.
And that trusted messenger thing is so important. In my business of communications and working with people, what I've recognized is that everyone understands English. They just trust in their native language.
Correct.
And so that is how you have to communicate with individuals. That trust barrier has to be there. Mm-hmm. And I think the efforts of the Housing Commission to extend the outreach program with these community-based agencies is a amicable way to get funds beyond the internet application, and hopefully we can do it. Ladies, we really want to thank you for being our guests today. If there's anything that you guys would like to add before we close on you and move on to the rest of our program, jump in now and let us know.
So we're here to help for any follow-up questions. So let us know. We would love to be a resource, and to any other organization that would like to talk to us about the program and the resources available, we are here to provide any information or any follow-up questions. So thank you so much for having us, and Al and Urban League for your partnership in making this possible. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you, Nancy. It's a pleasure to work with the Housing Commission to help our community, because it's so important. So thank you so much. I'd like to thank everyone who took the time to listen to the great information that was shared today by Molly Chase and Nancy Sa from the San Diego Housing Commission. It's extremely important that that information is disseminated throughout the community, that each and every person that's been impacted by COVID, that's behind on their rent, that's behind on their utility bills, to reach out to the Urban League or any of the other community-based organizations that are a part of this program to get the assistance. The Urban League is a historical civil rights organization. We've been in San Diego since 1953 serving our community. We were founded to combat jobs and housing discrimination in the city. We've pivoted into a number of different areas, and in this particular area, advocacy, we're advocating on behalf of those who cannot advocate for themselves. So again, please take the time to go to the San Diego Housing Commission website. And if you don't have access to that, to the internet, you can come straight to the Urban League and we will help you there. So we'll see you when you come to the Urban League. And we are open every day, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So again, I'll see you at the Urban League. Thank you so much.